Okay, let's look at the first circuit, that is RC phase shift oscillator. So here this part you can see is the gain part. This will provide you gain, okay, between VF and VI, between VF and V0, okay, and this part which are dotted is feedback network, okay, inside dotted box. So you can see bunch of resistors and capacitor RC. So we will calculate VF by V0. We will calculate the beta real and beta imaginary you will get, and from there you can see how things will be calculating in oscillators. Okay, everything will be clear. So the first step, every time you will see a oscillator, is calculate the value of beta, that is VF divided by V0. Okay, so that is transfer function which we are calculating. Okay, so this output is here, this input is here. Okay, so output is treated as input here is treated as output. Okay, so because V0, from V0 we are coming into this side, that's why V0 is the input here. Okay, so it's just a different way of representing the same circuit. So assume that I1 current, I2 current, I3 current. This is a open, so there is no current. Okay, so three currents are there. We will solve three currents. Equations we will get. We ultimately have to find VF divided by V0. Okay, and VF is, you can see, it is I3 into R. You can see, and it's a frequency domain circuit. Frequency domain we will solve everything. Since capacitors are there, so it will be replaced by 1 by Cs. R will be as it is. So we will be solving the circuit in this fashion. Okay, Laplace domain. So first you can see V0 is equal to I1s R plus 1 by SC minus I2s R. Okay, this loop equation first. Then 0 is equal to minus I1s R plus I2s 2R plus 1 by SC minus I3s R. This is the second loop equation. Okay, and then the third loop equation is 0 is equal to minus I2R plus I3s 2R plus 1 by SC. Okay, this is the third loop equation. So to solve this we will use matrix. Okay, so here you can see at the left hand side of equal to, you have V0 s 0 0. At the right hand side of equal to, you have coefficient of I1, I2, I3, that are R plus 1 by SC minus R 0, then minus R 2R plus 1 by SC minus R, then 0 minus R 2R plus 1 by SC. Okay, these are just the coefficients. Here you can see the coefficient is R plus 1 by SC and minus R. So here it is written. Then the second equation you can see minus R and 2R plus 1 by SC minus R. Okay, so this is what has been written. So we are solving it in a matrix form so that it will be easier. Okay, so Cramer rule we will be using Cramer's rule to solve this. Okay, so the determinant, first of all, you can calculate of this matrix, which will be R plus 1 by SC, this term as it is, product of these two. Okay, 2R plus 1 by SC whole square minus R square. Then with respect to this guy, minus R into minus, which will become plus R, minus R into 2R plus 1 by SC, and for with respect to the last term it will be 0. Okay, means the coefficient is 0. So once you solve this value of delta, you will get this guy. Okay, delta is R cube plus 6R square divided by SC plus 5R divided by S square C square plus 1 by S cube C cube. This is the delta. Okay, now we replace one of the columns, third column, with the V0 as 0 and 0 vector. So which is this guy. So we are replacing third column of the matrix with this column, and we are getting delta 3. Okay, delta 3. Again we will calculate the determinant. So with respect to this guy only, there will be a positive term, product of this. So V naught S into R square minus 0. Okay, and with respect to these two will be 0. So V naught S R square. So I3 directly you can calculate, because we are interested in I3, which is del cube divided by del. Okay, directly, because we are interested in I3 only, we are not interested in I1 and I2. Okay, so V naught S R square divided by R cube plus 6R square divided by SC plus 5R divided by S square C square plus 1 by S cube C cube. So VF will be I3S into R. Just multiply R, so it become cube. You can see. Now V naught by VF you can directly calculate. Okay, so R cube you will take common and cancel out. So you will get VF is equal to V naught S divided by 1 plus 6 divided by SCR plus 5 divided by S square C square R square plus 1 divided by S cube C cube R cube. So this is the transfer function. Okay, V naught we have got this side. Now put S is equal to j omega. You will see the imaginary and real terms. Okay, so here beta, which is transfer function, and S is equal to j omega has been provided. So and then you take real part together and imaginary part together, you will get this kind of expression: 1 minus 5 divided by omega square C square R square, and j 1 by omega cube C cube R cube minus 6 divided by omega CR. Okay, so now you do the main stuff. This is the calculation part which was tedious. This is the only part actually which will be tedious. Now comes the oscillator part. So here you can see, to get undamped oscillation, the imaginary part of beta must be 0. So we kept imaginary part equal to 0, which will give 1 by omega cube C cube R cube is equal to 6 divided by omega CR, which will give ultimately omega is equal to 1 by RC under root 6. Okay, or if you want to calculate in terms of F, you will have 1 by 2 pi RC under root 6. This is the frequency of oscillation of RC phase shift oscillator. Okay, with this frequency only it will oscillate. The circuit will oscillate. The feedback factor will be the real value only, 1 divided by real value. Beta real value, so which will be 1 divided by 1 minus 5 divided by omega square C square R square. Okay, now you have omega square C square R square value is 1 by 6. So you replace it, 1 divided by 1 minus 5 into 6, that will give you minus 1 by 29. This is the value of beta feedback factor, which is beta real. Okay, which is providing 180 degree of phase shift between V0 and VF. Okay, and the gain of the amplifier will be 1 upon beta, that is minus 29. Okay, so I hope it is clear. The frequency of oscillation, this is the feedback factor is the value of beta real, that is beta, which is 1 by 29, and A is 1 divided by beta, that is minus 29. Okay, now you have the circuit with you. The gain you can calculate from where is the circuit? 1 minute. So here you can see the circuit. Okay, so gain you have now minus 29. So you can use the value of this R. Okay, this R. So now you can see that A to R2 is equal to 29 R1. Okay, because it's a inverting amplifier, so minus R2 by R1, so minus minus will get cancelled. R2 should be equal to 29 R1. Okay, so this is how the flow will happen. So you will usually design the circuit. Okay, and what happens, you will be given frequency of oscillation, that you want this kind of signal with frequency of oscillation this. So you make the choose the value of R and C accordingly. depending upon the frequency. Then you know the beta value is this, gain is this, so you choose the value of R in such fashion. Okay, R2 should be equal to 29 R1 and frequency. So this is how the flow will go. Here each network is providing, RC network is providing 60 degree of phase in the above circuit. Okay, so this RC circuit is providing, where is it, this these two are providing 60 degree, this providing are 60 degree phase delay, this providing 60 degree. Okay, so total 180 degree phase shift we are getting. Okay, total 180 degree phase shift we are getting. So now let's see an example. Okay, so here you can see an example is written down. So calculate the frequency of oscillation generated by the op-amp circuit shown as, calculate the relation and calculate also the relationship between R1 and R2. So we have to calculate the frequency of oscillation and we have to calculate the relation between R1 and R2. Same stuff we have to do, only one RC is removed here. Okay, in the question you can see one RC is removed. So quickly let's go to the solution. Same stuff we'll do now again. Okay, same stuff. So here you can see the solution. So this is V0 R 1 by SC, 1 by SC R. Okay, so this is the feedback network. VF upon V0 we want. V0 is I1S into R plus 1 by SC. This is the first KVL loop, minus I2S 1 by SC. Then the second loop is I2S 2 divided by SC plus R minus I1S 1 by SC. This is the second equation, second loop equation. From second loop equation you get I1S divided by SC is equal to I2S R plus 2 divided by SC. Substitute the value of I1 into equation 1. I1S is equal to I2S SCR plus 2. That's what you will get. Okay, now moving on, you will get V0 is equal to I2S SCR plus 2 R plus 1 by SC minus I2S 1 by SC. Okay, I2S SC R square plus R plus 2R plus 2 divided by SC minus 1 by SC. So I2S SC R square plus 3R plus 1 by SC. Now this will give you V0. Okay, so from here you can calculate V0 is equal to I2S divided by SC S square C square R square plus 3 SCR plus 1, but VF is I2S into R. Okay, the output current into the resistance value. So I2S you can write it as VFS divided by R. From there you will get the value of V0 by VF. Okay, so here you can see the same stuff has been done. V0S is equal to VFS divided by SCR 1 plus 3 SCR plus S square C square R square, and V0 by VF by V0 you will get SCR divided by 1 plus 3 SCR plus S square C square R square, or transfer function that is beta you can write it as 1 upon 3 SCR plus 1 by SCR. Now put the value of S is equal to j omega so that you will get the real and imaginary part. So 3 plus j omega CR minus j 1 by omega CR. Club the real term together, club the imaginary term together, you will get this 1 upon 3 plus j omega CR minus 1 by omega CR. Now to get the undamped oscillation, imaginary part, put the imaginary part of the beta is equal to 0. Okay, imaginary part is within the bracket, you can see here. Okay, this is the imaginary part. If you plug it equal to 0, you will get omega C R is equal to 1 by omega CR, which will give you F is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. Okay, 1 by 2 pi RC is the frequency of oscillation of this circuit. Okay, and so the beta here you can see is the real part 1 divided by real part. Okay, so you don't have to actually rationalize this. This is what I have not told. You don't have to rationalize this expression. This is kind of a shortcut. So you take the imaginary part in the denominator, equate it to 0, it is as equivalent to rationalizing and then equating it to 0, or taking only the real part of the beta. So this is the shortcut. If you rationalize this, take the beta real value and equate it to imaginary value equal to 0, you will get the same stuff. Okay, you can do it by yourself. So beta is 1 by 3. Now the gain will be 3. Once you have gain, you can write the condition between R2 and R1. But here you can see the op-amp is non-inverting, so gain is 1 plus R2 by R1, which is 3, equal to 3. So R2 is equal to 2R1. You can see here the condition you got. This condition you had to calculate, and this frequency of oscillation, and then gain, everything you got. Okay, so this you will be traveling in this fashion, means like frequency, gain, and then condition. Okay, designing stuff. Sometimes people only ask frequency of oscillation. Sometimes it can happen what should be the value of R and C, so that you will have some frequency of oscillation, designing purpose. Okay, so I hope it is clear how the example is working. And here you can see one more example. So it is same as what we have seen. So beta is given as 1 by 16 magnitude. You have to calculate the condition between R1 and R2 for the frequency 2 kilohertz. Okay, this is how some of the time questions will be asked. So A beta will be equal to 0, A is equal to 1 by beta, beta real is given as 1 by 16. So you will get gain value, and you can see it's a non-inverting type of amplifier. So because the input is in the positive terminal, that's why. So A will be 1 plus R2 by R1, that is 16. So R2 and R1 will be related in this fashion. R2 is equal to 15 R1. Okay, there are 2-3 things only you have to keep in mind. A beta is equal to, magnitude of A beta should be equal to 1, phase shift provided should be equal to 0, then equating real value will give you feedback factor and gain. From gain you can calculate the conditions between resistance, and by equating beta imaginary you will get the frequency of oscillation. Okay, so you will be traveling around these terms only for other circuits as well. So this was the first kind of RC phase shift oscillator, first kind of oscillator, which is RC phase shift oscillator. Now we will go to the next oscillator. Okay.